as kids growing up, our parents teach us a lot of lessons in life. All right. One thing that my mom taught me from a very young age was that anytime I stepped out of that house and went into the world, is that I was not only representing myself, but I was also a representation of her. Now, something that you don't know about my mom is that she did not tolerate a disrespectful child. All right, if my school were to call her or someone were to tell her that I was acting out of order or being disrespectful, you best believe that she was gonna handle that quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, no words need to be said. I already knew. Once she got home, it was gonna be on and popping. Okay, and something else that my mom didn't put up with was me and my brothers looking raggedy. All right, if we came down those stairs and our hair wasn't brushed or our clothes weren't ironed or we were just ashy from our knees to our elbows, she was gonna take one good look at us and say, "You were not leaving the house with me looking like that."
That's right, that's right.
And you know, as kids, we don't understand the importance of representation. You know, we don't realize that what we do not only affects us, but it affects our parents as well, because we're a reflection of our parents. Now, as believers and followers of Christ, it's important that we know we also represent Him.
Yes, Lord, yes.
But what does that mean, to represent Christ? No, does it mean that you have to live this perfect and holy life 24/7? I don't think it means that, because I would have felt that a long time ago. Okay, or does it mean that you have to be happy and smile no matter what's going on in your life? I don't think it means that either, because we're all humans and we have emotions. So what does it mean to represent Christ? As I was reading John chapter 12, I realized that Lazarus shows us what it means. Now, I want somebody to answer this question for me. When you think of Lazarus, what's the first thing that you think about? Jesus raised him from the dead, right? So typically that's what we think about. We know Lazarus as one of Jesus' friends who got sick, he died, and then Jesus raised him from the dead. But in John chapter 12, verses 9 through 11, it shows us that Lazarus is so much more than his death and his revival. Okay, he shows us what it means to represent Christ. Now, at the beginning of this chapter, it starts off with a dinner being had in honor of Jesus, and this is happening in Bethany. Now, at this dinner, you have Jesus, you have some of his disciples, you have Lazarus, Martha is there serving, and then this is actually where Mary takes the pint of perfume, pours it on Jesus' feet, wipes it with her hair, and then Jesus is anointed for his burial. But I want to focus in on verses 9 through 11 really quick. Okay, so it reads, "Meanwhile, a large crowd of Jews found out that Jesus was there and came, not only because of him, but also to see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. So the chief priests made plans to kill Lazarus as well, for on account of him, many of the Jews were going over to Jesus and putting their faith in him." So what does it mean to represent Christ? This showed me two things. I realized two things in this. One, it means that we would deal with persecution.
Yes.
Okay? Because verse 10 says, so the chief priests made plans to kill Lazarus as well. So they wanted to kill Lazarus all because of who he represented. Now, I want you to understand that there's going to be moments in your life where people will try to tear you down. Okay, they will envy your success. They will prey on your downfall, and they will find joy in your failures. Okay?
Tell the truth.
People will even try to throw lies on your name and slanders, allegations your way, all because of who you represent.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
But the second thing that it showed me, most importantly about what it means to represent Christ, is that you will be a reason why someone puts their faith in Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, because verse 11 says, for on account of him being Lazarus, many of the Jews were going over to Jesus and putting their faith in him. So Lazarus died. Jesus brought him back to life. So Jesus performed a miracle in Lazarus' life. And because of the story of Lazarus and because of his testimony, people put their faith in Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Okay, now I want you to understand that because of you and because of your story, because of your testimony, people will turn and put their faith in Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
You know, your life hasn't been easy. You know, you've struggled. You've gone through pain. You've dealt with trials and hardships. But yet through it all, you are still standing here today. And I want you to understand that that's not by coincidence. Okay? It's not by coincidence and it's not by chance. The same way that Jesus called out to Lazarus and said, come out. I want you to know that he is calling out to you and he is telling you to come out and to go out into the world and represent him.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, be the light that shines through the darkness and be part of the reason why someone turns and puts their faith in Jesus.